Всем привет or welcome to my channel. I'm Alla, the host of this show, and today I want to show you one of my favorite recipes ever and something that's been requested a lot as well. It's chocolate sirochki, and sirochki are mini cottage cheese bites. They're really popular in Latvia. They're popular all over Eastern Europe and Russia, and this is something that I grew up on with. We didn't have a lot of sweet things, but this is amazing. It's made with cottage cheese traditionally, which I will use, and I've decided to experiment with different shapes and sizes, so I hope you enjoy this recipe. It's very creamy, very delicious, cheesecake-like, and then they're covered in chocolate. So good. This is a very traditional recipe, that I've been using for years. So if you do have any other suggestions or you want me to do any other flavors, then do let me know in the comments down below and I'll try and do it for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every single week, so click the notification bell and you will get notified every single time I get a new video. And yeah, let's get started. In a bowl, add your dark chocolate along with your unsalted butter and place it into a microwave for 1 minute with 30-second breaks to make sure your chocolate doesn't burn. Once it's melted, take your ramekins. You can use any molds. I'm using this shape because that's the one that reminds me of the ones that I used to have as a kid. So just gently wipe down the chocolate all around with your pastry brush. And you want to just put a thin layer because we're going to be doing a double glazing anyway. So just put as much chocolate as you can. Make sure you cover most of the bits, and then you want to place that into the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Once it's done, you're going to apply the second coating of the chocolate all over your molds, and I'm using a pastry brush again. I've just warmed up the chocolate so you can reuse the old one, and then place it back into the freezer for about 20 minutes. Guys and girls, you can find my recipe on my website at AllasYummyFood.com. All the recipes are translated into English and Russian languages. You can search for them or go and look through the pictures and click on the ones that you like. Next, we're going to make our cottage cheese filling. So add your cottage cheese. I'm using dry cottage cheese with butter and vanilla extract. Then we're going to add condensed milk and mix everything with the hand blender. You can do this by hand with a fork or spoon. However, blender gets more use and it's a bit easier to mix everything together and get that sort of smooth consistency. You can also put this into a blender, but it will take a while to blitz in stages. Then add the rest of the condensed milk and keep mixing. You can add more or less condensed milk depending on how sweet you like it and also depending on how dry your cottage cheese is. Make sure you use cottage cheese which is produced in Latvia, Russia, Estonia, Poland, and it is 100% dry. Things like wet cottage cheese is not going to work in this recipe. I'm making different flavors, so I'm adding a bit of the mixture into a bowl and then adding melted chocolate over it. I'm gonna make the chocolate version, so you just want to mix that in, and feel free to use dark or milk chocolate, completely up to you. You can even use white. Once it's completely mixed in, you want to place that into your molds, and you would need about 2 tablespoons. Fill it up all the way to the top and smooth out the edges. Then cover it with melted chocolate and seal, and then place it into the freezer for about a few hours. Once they have been frozen, you can easily take them out of the mold. If there are any extra chocolate bits, just peel them off, and it looks nice and pretty just like that. And you can either store these in a fridge and eat them in the next few days, or you can freeze them up to several months. And I like to place them in a cling film, wrap them around, and they store really well this way. So if you weren't able to eat them all at this time, then you can always freeze them and just enjoy them later. To serve it, you can use whatever you have in your kitchen. I like to serve mine with some fresh berries. You can add ice cream, you can add powder, cocoa powder, icing sugar, and just want to show you how it looks inside. Very delicious. Look at that chocolate coating, chocolate cottage cheese filling. Yummy!